Hey there, it is Rachel, and I think we can all agree that it's hard not to take it personally when our children say something like, I hate you, or you're doing that wrong, or you're being so unfair. When we hear those comments, obviously we're going to get upset, we're going to get angry, we're going to become defensive. And when we do get upset and angry and defensive, things tend to go downhill. So I want to encourage you to try not to take those comments so personally. So how do we not take them personally if they're clearly directed at us? I want you to recognize that when children and adolescents do make those comments, it actually has more to do with them than necessarily anything about you. I mean, think about when are they making the comments that they hate you and that you're being unfair. It's when they are in some sort of struggle. Usually it's because you've told them they can't have something or they have to do something they don't want to do. Maybe you've told them they can't stay up late that night and they wanted to. Or you've asked them to get off of their cell phone and they were just talking to their friends. Ultimately, they are in a place of struggle and they are taking that yuck and turning it out on you. It actually has to do with their struggle and the fact that they don't have mature coping mechanisms. Most adults don't even handle their frustration and disappointment really maturely, and that's ultimately what's going on in those situations as well. It has more to do with them than with you, their struggle, their immature coping skills than with you. Now, this is certainly not an excuse. It's not okay for children to be disrespectful towards us. So I encourage you to have boundaries. I also encourage you, though, to follow those boundaries with compassion instead of anger. So it's absolutely okay to set a boundary like, I don't like how you're talking to me. I'm going to walk away if you don't stop talking to me like that. And it's fine to walk away in that moment. What I do encourage you to do, though, as you're walking away is instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe they talked to me like that, start to think, why did they talk to me like that? What could they have been struggling with? What could have been going on for them that they were talking to me like that they were in this struggle and not handling it in a mature way? Because when we follow their yuck with boundaries and compassion, so much is different than when we follow their yuck with anger. When we follow their yuck with boundaries and compassion, first of all, they lose a lot of power over you because they can no longer make you so upset. It's a lot less exhausting for all of us when we meet their yuck with boundaries and compassion. And ultimately what happens is we are also modeling different behavior. We're showing them that when someone is in a bad place, instead of just meeting their yuck with your yuck, you can meet their yuck with what they need, which is the compassion to make things better. And ultimately that reduces a lot of negativity, not just in your home, but when you're modeling this, it reduces the negativity in the world. And I don't know about you, but I think we need a little bit of reduction in negativity in the world right now. If you do want some more tips and examples of how not to take it personally when children are saying personal things about us, I encourage you to listen to my latest podcast episode. You can find that on my website at rachel-bailey.com/63. I look forward to seeing you there, and I'll be back again soon with more tips for you.